Coming up on Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine, we head over to Jay's Asian Flaming Grill in Kennewick, where owner Jerry Park is serving up some of the best Mex-Asian tacos in the entire Northwest. How he gets them to taste so good. Plus, Los Hernandez Tamales in Union Gap receives a prestigious James Beard American Classic Award. How owner Felipe Hernandez is making a difference in the community and with his taste. Plus, Azteca Mexican restaurant serving up some brand new salads for the spring, and we'll show you what's new on their brunch menu. Then we'll head out to Masset Winery in Wapato, where the Syrah will have you singing their praises. All that and T-Max in Walla Walla is a must visit when you're in wine country. It's all next on Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. Stick around. For the Tri-Cities' best Mexican food, you can find it at Azteca. Come check out their brand new brunch menu on Sundays. And stick around on Sunday for half-price appetizers, 2-for-1 drink specials. Cater your office party with Azteca. Or you can have a party inside one of Azteca's 2 locations at no charge. Azteca, where you'll find a fiesta with great food and awesome deals. 2 locations in Kennewick. Find us on the web at aztecamex.com. And on Facebook at Tri-Cities Azteca Mexican Restaurants. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. First up on the show, let's head out to Kennewick, where Jay's Asian Flaming Grill is known for some of the best Mex-Asian fusion tacos in the entire Northwest. I had a chance to visit with owner Jerry Park, who tells me the flavor for his food comes straight from a higher power. Step inside Jay's Asian Flaming Grill in Kennewick, and you can't help but feel the difference the minute you step inside.
At one point, I just wanted to change my life and met the Lord and Savior, which just changed my life around. That He gave me a talent that I never knew and I discovered.
So now you know why Jay's flavors are so heavenly. Jay says the biggest thing you'll taste is his love for his food in every single bite you take. Park has been cooking in the Tri-Cities for more than a decade. Jay's Asian Flaming Grill in Kennewick has been on the corner of 395 and Kennewick Ave for 7 years now, and his Richland restaurant that he runs with his wife is at Geyer and William across from Uptown Plaza, and they push out great lunch items when you need them fast. What people love about both places is the fact you can get some great vegan and vegetarian options.
Well, I always did have a vegan option. Asian culture, of course, we are very healthy conscious people, so we eat a lot of vegetable dish,
Right.
And for last 3 years, there's been quite a vegan movement here in Tri-Cities. So, I met a lot of great vegan, vegetarian people here in Tri-Cities, and they kind of knowledge me about about veganness, or what kind of ingredients that we can't use, and
Right.
just acknowledge me more.
Very nice.
Well, I started coming here, I think, since they first were open, and I've been here ever since. The lady who used to be owner was always really nice, and she knows me and my family, so.
And Jay kind of treats you like family, doesn't he?
Oh yes, he does. So she even saw me when I was pregnant with my baby, so she would always offer something extra, so they're always really nice, and that's why I keep coming back.
On this day, when I took my visit to Jay's in Kennewick, the line was nearly out the door. Check this out. And I tell you what a lot of people came for was Jay's Mex-Asian Taco, an explosion of flavor that you can't help but love. Speaking of those tasty tacos, Jay took me through how he makes them. Let's start with this Mex-Asian chicken taco. Jay starts by marinating the chicken in soy sauce, garlic, and ginger that's marinated for at least 24 hours. Jay then grills the chicken at 165 degrees for 6 minutes, 3 minutes on each side. Then Jay cuts them up into bite-sized pieces that Jay tosses into the pan. Now it's time for this secret Mex-Asian sauce. Man, I tell you what, I tried to get the secret out of Jay, but he just wouldn't budge. Then it's the special Asian hot sauce. Hey, he wouldn't tell me about that either, folks. He did tell me the basic ingredients, though. He told me garlic, sugar, ginger, but he wouldn't tell me anything else. All right, Jay lets it simmer for about a minute. Time to let those tortillas cook on the grill. While that's going, the chicken is cooking inside the pan. Next, Jay plates with a side of white rice. He places that perfectly cooked chicken on those tacos. Next up, Jay tops the tortillas with the freshly cut cabbage and cilantro. Ooh, my favorite part, the squeeze of lime. If that wasn't enough, it's time for these vegan delights. You want to check out the tofu taco? Let's check it out and fast forward.
Mexican fusion, you know? Like, they taste like regular tacos, but they have that little Asian taste to it, you know?
Yes, it's a great
There's something different.
Yeah,
So you can switch it up, you know? Other than regular tacos.
As for Jay Park, he says every day inside his kitchen is a labor of love, and he plans to be here for many years to come.
My life is to see people smile and give them my 200%. My effort, every time. I just want to be different, and I never pay attention to my other competitors. I just focus on what I incorporate my sauce and everything else. I just put 100% into my my sauce and whatever I do.
Right.
And I just twist a lot of different spices like Korean,
right,
Chinese, Asian, and Mex-Asian, of course, for my tacos.
Thanks to Jerry Park for his hospitality. If you want to learn more about Jay's Asian Flaming Grill, just log on to our Facebook page by searching Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Azteca Mexican Restaurant to see their brand new salads on the spring menu, and we're going to show you why their Sunday brunch menu is really taking off. We'll be right back.
Like a fine wine, things get better with time. So raise a glass to celebrate the trendy, fresh look of CG Public House. Formerly the Country Gentleman, CG Public House offers tasty new cuisine, crafted cocktails, and bountiful beers. It's all fresh, uncomplicated deliciousness. CG Public House is committed to keeping it real. Real ingredients, real food, real hospitality. Located west of Columbia Center Boulevard on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick.
Welcome back to Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. So excited to be back at Azteca Restaurant with owner Enrique Ramirez.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Hey, man,
thank
good
you
to be
for
back
coming.
after this winter thaw, man. Did you survive the winter all right?
Oh, yes. Finally getting in the tap, man.
Yeah,
no more cold.
I know. Everybody's kind of getting back into the groove, so that's really
we're
nice.
ready for the sunshine, man.
Yeah, but they still have the margaritas all year round.
Oh,
that's
you
for
bet.
sure. All right. Well, let's talk about what's new on the menu, because, we're in spring. people are getting back out. You know, it's just that
That's-
time of year.
That's the time to get in shape, to look good.
Yeah.
You know, and we got some good full sheet special salads. This coming on right now. You know, like the Navajo salad, the Mexican Azteca BLT, the summer apple crispy salad, a crunchy salad, and avocado, fresh avocado salad.
All right, Enrique, those salads looked amazing, and I got to get in shape because you said you're going to take me out on the boat this summer, right?
Of course, my friend, we gotta enjoy the river. We have a beautiful river down here. We have to enjoy the weather.
This is my transition from his carne asada mojo plate to the salad plate.
Yes.
Perfect
You have to
time.
lose some weight, man. Yes. Leave the belly off.
Good thing I work out every now and then. All right, well, let's talk about the big Cinco de Mayo celebration because you guys do it right here.
We're gonna have specials throughout the week,
Yeah.
heading into Cinco de Mayo. So we're just gonna start from Monday until Saturday, and so everybody have a time to come and enjoy Cinco de Mayo.
All right, you'll see me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe even Sunday for the brunch.
Of course.
that sounds really
Yeah,
good.
and you know, right after we have a Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And that's one big day, you know, for all our mothers to come and celebrate to Azteca and enjoy, you know.
Do I need a reservation for that, or do I need to call ahead or anything?
It's best to make a reservation, but you're welcome to come over without a reservation. I always recommend if you're a group of 6 people or more, you know, make a reservation. If you're 4 people, we can get you a table right away. That's no problem. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. And as always, let's talk about the drink specials that you have and happy hour.
Well, right now, we keep running a happy hour every day, 3 to 6:30, and also we keep running specials like a Tuesday mojito, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday ladies night. We have martinis and margaritas on special. You know, so we keep doing all the specials throughout the week, so you can come enjoy your favorite drink at a decent price. You know.
Yeah, and both your locations are absolutely beautiful. Let's talk about the locations. You have the one here on Canal, and then also over by 395. So tell folks where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find us. You know, we are here in Canal Drive. Our address is 6505 West Canal Drive. We're right next to McDonald's and IHOP. And the other location is on Highway 395 and 10th Avenue, right next to Fred Meyer's, right in the corner. You cannot miss us down there.
Yeah, and then before I let you go, I want to talk about your brunch menu because that was a success, you know,
Yes.
that we told people about in our last show.
Yes.
And tell people, you know, what's on the menu and, you know, what they can get because it's a great, you know, after church or before church to come here.
Yeah, we all want, you know, a little bit of sweet bread, you know, like we have Mexican sweet bread.
Yeah.
A little bit of fruit, fresh fruit, and also, you know, your favorites, you know. We have carne asada and eggs, and we have omelets, and we have just the basic, you know, breakfast burrito, you know, Mexican, you know.
But it's also good.
Yeah, and then it comes with your cup of coffee, or if you prefer to have a mimosa or michelada, hey, they're here.
Everything goes at Azteca.
Yes.
Well, Enrique Ramirez, man, always good to
Hey,
be with you.
thank you, Mike.
All right, good
It's
to be
always
back with you in
good
the
to be
spring.
with you in your show, and it's always great to see you.
All right, you know you see me around too often.
Oh, yeah.
I love his food. All right, stick around. There's more Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine ahead. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. Next on the show, we head over to Union Gap, Washington, where Los Hernandez Tamales just received a big honor. They've been recognized by the prestigious James Beard Foundation as an American classic for their timeless appeal, consistent taste, and the major impact that they've had on the community. And as I found out, owner Felipe Hernandez has done it with a consistent approach, loving hands, and a real appreciation for his community. Along this road and inside this small building lies some of the biggest and most influential flavors in the northwestern United States. What has made your tamale so special?
I think overall the secret that everybody wants to know pretty much is the basic, is the masa. The tamale, the masa makes the tamale. Our tamales don't come out too dry.
And for nearly 30 years, owner Felipe Hernandez has been making that masa the same exact way.
And my sister, Leocara Hernandez now, she helped me start the business and to show me how to spread the masa and make the masa and that kind of thing. So showed my wife learned how to do it, and that's what it was, but it was a necessity for a job, But then we started cooking here, and that was it. But she no doubt probably learned some of it from my mom. Put a lid on it, keep the steam in.
Felipe makes that product with a steady hand and consistent approach and a consciousness of where he came from.
Throughout the years, we have gotten a lot of publicity, and thankful for it, because a lot of people come from out of town, out of the community, within the state and out of state, and they just like what we do, and they somehow, word of mouth has got us where we're at this point,
Word of mouth is what brought Bruce Hendrickson over from the west side and Mercer Island.
So this is your second time here. What made you stop in again?
Well, it was so good the first time, and I'm hosting a party on Friday evening at my house, and I have a tradition to have Margarita Fridays at our house, and these tamales are so great, I thought they'd go great with margaritas. So I'm here to make you to keep it easy.
They didn't even know my name.
I know, you've been coming for 20 years.
I told you I'd be coming here.
But for regulars like Coco Real, who's been coming to Los Hernandez for 20 years, it's that consistent flavor that keeps her coming back.
So 20 years.
Yes.
Are these the best tamales around?
Yes, I drove out of my way to come down here today, just because I know that I'm going to be satisfied with my lunch.
Are you from the Union Gap area?
No, I'm from West Valley area.
So you'll drive all the way out from the West Valley to Union Gap just to get these tamales?
Yes, sir.
Just like this, see.
Now, after 30 years of hard work, Felipe's tamales are being recognized worldwide, especially his asparagus tamale. It was a major surprise when the James Beard Foundation contacted him, telling him his tamales had won the prestigious America's Classic Award.
Well, yes, it is we're honored, we're humbled by the award, but the James Beard Award, we were totally surprised about that, but if somebody thought of us that we were worthy of the award, and we're very honored, and it was just a surprise, but it has changed our outlook in the future.
And has it been overwhelming, or has it been fun?
It's been a lot of fun. As soon as I found out, I was the first one to find out that that's what had happened, simply because I get the emails, and so I check them every day. And so I knew immediately what it was and knew what was coming, what was going to happen, how many people were going to find us. It's really cool to be here and to work here, especially during asparagus season, because I have been here for several years, for many years. All of the folks that come here on a regular basis for asparagus season, it's like seeing your old family members and long lost friends. So with the James Beard, it's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody that's seen us online that got the award and still come and get the tamales, and so they'll be here in the spring, and so it's going to be a lot of fun seeing everybody and all the excitement from winning the award.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
For Merrill Cox and Mickey Vickers, taking the long way from La Grande, Oregon to get to their doctor's appointment in Washington was well worth the visit.
I read the rave reviews about it in a travel magazine.
So here you are. Where are you guys from?
La Grande, Oregon.
So you guys came all the way from La Grande to give it a shot, huh?
Well, we actually have a doctor's appointment in Kennewick.
Oh, nice. So you're kind of shooting through.
Yes, we are.
So after all that talk about the great tasting asparagus tamales, I had Felipe show me how he makes them. But the story of how they came about may be even more interesting.
Tell me kind of the light bulb when you guys said, "Oh, let's throw some asparagus into a tamal, and let's see how it tastes."
It came out of hunger, because we were making tamales one day, and our production facility is right next to a fruit stand, and so he went over and got some asparagus, and we stood there and we played with it. We put asparagus on the husk with the masa and cooked it, and that's good, and then it just went from there. Once we tried it, and we thought, wow, that is good.
Just like you're spreading frosting on a cake.
Oh, yeah.
And for this Miami boy, making tamales was going to take a little practice.
See, and start making it round. Tuck it in.
I just did a big fold.
No, that's okay. It'll be all right.
All right, so kind of a half.
Yeah, just
fold.
like that. That's good.
Got
That's
you.
good. You know, and you can scoop the meat in there.
All right.
You know, scoop that in there. You know, just like this. See.
As for Felipe and June, the thought of not making tamales is not even an option.
You ever get tired of making tamales?
Not really, and that's the truth. It's not just to me. The answer to that, of course, obviously, you know, is as long as I've been doing this, we've been doing it. It's a consistent question, but it's more. I take it. I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I see the product and the enthusiasm of the consumer getting the product, and it's no different than doing dishes or being a typist or being a lawyer. You do what you do. If you like what you do, then you just keep on doing it. It's not a job, and this is not a job for me.
And we're glad that Felipe Hernandez took a chance at making tamales that are being recognized by the country.
Like a fine wine, things get better with time. So raise a glass to celebrate the trendy, fresh look of CG Public House. Formerly the Country Gentleman, CG Public House offers tasty new cuisine, crafted cocktails, and bountiful beers. It's all fresh, uncomplicated deliciousness. CG Public House is committed to keeping it real. Real ingredients, real food, real hospitality. Located west of Columbia Center Boulevard on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick.
Welcome back to Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. Next on the show, let's take you out to the Yakima Valley, where the Masset Winery Tasting Room is becoming a real fan favorite for people who love a great Syrah. When Joyce Piskey took her first drive out to Masset Winery, she knew she was hooked.
And you come to taste and you stay for hours.
And that's exactly what Greg and Michaela Masset loved to hear. The husband and wife team opened the winery in Wapato in 1999. And over the past 2 decades, their customer base has really grown.
No, it's been very fun, interesting to see how, wineries come and go, and yet it's a family. It's definitely a family, and definitely wasn't something I was expecting, where other wineries support other wineries. Right. And it is one of those businesses that people just do that. So it's nice to be part of that community.
Greg Masset, who's also the executive chef at the Yakima Country Club, has become well known across the Northwest for his wine's ability to pair with great food. For Masset, making wine is all about pleasing the palate.
I'm making still another part of dinner, so you don't find overwhelming flavors of oak or something out of balance that sticks out. You want something that's going to pair nicely with different foods.
And for customers like Elizabeth Cowan, a trip to the Masset Winery Tasting Room is well worth the drive.
The Masset family has been in the Yakima Valley for a long time, so they're long-standing members. They knew what they were doing when they got into wines. They have restaurants, they're chefs, so they value good cuisine, they value the wine that goes with that cuisine. So they're able to take lots of varieties of grapes that we have here and experiment with them, and they're turning out some great wines.
Nestled in the hills in Wapato in the Yakima Valley, Masset Winery offers great taste and beautiful views. Their wine list has everything from Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot to La Petite Blanc. But what Greg really specializes in are his reds and amazing Syrahs.
Syrah is one of my favorites. I think Washington does a great job growing that, and it's very distinct from every little spot. I get fruit from a vineyard and then fruit from another one 10 miles away, and they're both Syrah, but they both are very distinct.
What are some of the challenges that you faced initially that you kind of surprised you?
Delegation. Who's going to do the work? Who works best? We had twins 8.5 years ago, and it happened right in the middle of spring barrel. So, you got to think about that every year. Knowing that it's your business, you want to be there at all times, but it's good to hand it over to some people to help you.
What's your guys' favorite part of this whole thing?
People.
Yeah.
Meeting people. We have the greatest customers. Many stories, and just good people.
Good people who keep coming back for great wine. Thanks to Masset Winery for having me there, and their Syrah is absolutely amazing. If you want to learn more about them, just hit up our Facebook page. All you have to do is search Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. Stay with us. We'll be right back. For the Tri-Cities' best Mexican food, you can find it at Azteca. Come check out their brand new brunch menu on Sundays. And stick around on Sunday for half-price appetizers, 2-for-1 drink specials. Cater your office party with Azteca. Or you can have a party inside one of Azteca's 2 locations at no charge. Azteca, where you'll find a fiesta with great food and awesome deals. 2 locations in Kennewick. Find us on the web at aztecamex.com. And on Facebook at Tri-Cities Azteca Mexican Restaurants. Welcome back to Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. Thanks for staying with us. Up next on the show, let's head out to the Walla Walla Valley, where T-Max is definitely a town favorite, and it's easy to taste why.
It's a friendly environment. It's a little hometown bar. You know all the people in here.
Tom Macaroni knew that opening a restaurant in his hometown would be a risk.
And had the opportunity of a good friend calling me and explaining there was a great site available, and I pursued it and followed my dreams in 2005 and opened up a small Italian-styled restaurant.
And you heard it right, an Italian-inspired restaurant owner whose name is Macaroni. So calling it T. Macaroni's was a must to another good friend and investor.
He asked me how much money I needed to open the restaurant, and I told him, and he said, I got you, I'll back you 100%. So he did, on one condition, that I called it T. Macaroni's.
Well, that risk and name have really paid off. For more than a decade, T-Max has been tantalizing taste buds from all over the Walla Walla Valley.
Well, I mean, everything we do here is in-house, scratch. We are an Italian-influenced restaurant. I wouldn't say we're strictly Italian.
I caught up with pastry chef Candace Smith, who's not only one of the best bakers in the city, but the girl makes a mean ahi tuna seared BLT. The ingredients, mouth-watering. Check this out. You start with fresh local ciabatta bun from John's Wheatland, covered in wasabi aioli, arugula, the ahi tuna on top, some crispy bacon, some drizzling sweet soy reduction, avocados, tomatoes, topped with cucumbers. On the side, some rough-cut fries, micro parm, and chives. Macaroni says it's food like that, his employees, his customers, and the Walla Walla community that inspire him every single day.
Our community is special. There's something about it. There's an energy here that is like no other small town in eastern Washington or thereabout in any other small towns across the Northwest. But there's a community here, and there's a connection here that people generally care about each other. And I hear that from customers, I hear that from people that have moved here, I hear that from numerous people, that there's just something special, there's a special energy in Walla Walla.
Awesome. Well,
thanks to Tom Macaroni for his hospitality. If you want to learn more about T-Max, just search our Facebook page at Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Mike Gonzalez saying join us next time for more Northwest Food, Brew, and Wine. Thanks for watching, everybody.